Good morning, guys. This topic this morning is one that I have noticed and am noticing. Funny thing about me, I try and have always tried to be mean what I say what I mean type person all my life. I never have been one of those people who say things and then have some type of meaning behind it. This is why I try so much to watch my words, and I try very hard to understand words. I've always, my mom was a person who would just sit and read the dictionary, so I got a what do you call it? I guess maybe a love for words, a love for understanding sentences, understanding the meaning of sentences, understanding how you just put one little word into a sentence or into a statement or anything like that. It'll change the whole thing. So I understand that. However, the problem, though, is that you have a lot of hypocrisy in America. I have said that, and I have stood on that for a while, because that's basically a lot of what I see here in America. It's just a lot of hypocrisy. Now, let me get to what I mean. Now, let me say this also. I'm going to throw this in here. I really don't feel like I really should have to, but I'm going to go ahead and give it maybe 1 minute. There was a story that I just spoke on about the 12 white guys who attacked 4 black women. Okay, now apparently I had some trollers on that particular video. I don't know much about trollers. I figured they were just 2 ignorant white people who just wanted to argue. I don't know really anything about trollers. I'm beginning to understand. They've since been blocked and a lot of their comments deleted. However, they said one of the guys was trying to tell me that the video wasn't real, may have had a little bit to do with Black Lives Matter, and that the women possibly were lying and that it was going to come out. Okay, and I told him, or her, whoever it was, that if it did, yeah, I would recant. Now, let me get to this real quick. It seemed, I saw a small clip of a woman who said she had viewed the videotape, said she had not seen any type of real disturbance. She didn't see any 12 guys beating up on 4 black girls. Let me say this real quick. If they were lying, shame on them. Shame on them. It was dumb. It was stupid. I don't know what the real, pure, true motive behind it was. I mean, do we ever really find out the truth on American media about anything, really? If it's true, if they're students, they need to be suspended. I mean, there's no, if because they're black and they lied, it's okay. No, if they lied, then, but the last thing I'm going to say is that we have so many psyops. We have so many stories that are put out in the media that we later find out are just straight fairy tale made up. They have absolutely they have absolutely created this scenario for whatever. I don't know. Fear from the public, persuasion of some type of agenda or whatever. Whatever it is, whatever the agenda was behind it, it was wrong, it was stupid. They don't get a pass because they were black. If they really are students of that school, they need to be kicked out. That's the end of it. That's all I'm going to say about that. It deserves no more talk from me. Now, getting back to hypocrisy, I notice a lot. There are those who, now this is on my Facebook page. I noticed certain topics that I talk about. There's really particularly 2 women who come out just full blast, and usually that subject is homosexuality. I don't do a lot of talking about that because this is what I try to explain to them. I'm not anti-homosexual or whatever. I feel as if man, woman, child, and you build from there. That my thinking about that and my attitude about that should have nothing to do with your gay agenda, movement, whatever. And for some reason, they put themselves in that. Because I'm pro-family, pro-black family, man, woman, child, all of a sudden, oh, you hate gays. Oh, all of a sudden, then, oh, you're homophobic. How? I mean, that's what I keep talking about, the hypocrisy and how does me being pro anything affect you in any kind of way? And I don't know if these women are lesbian. Somebody read some of the posts on my Facebook page of what they were saying, and that's what they said. Even if they are, keep that to yourself. Me being pro-family has nothing to do with you and your homosexuality and your lifestyle. Now, I think one of the posts that they were getting upset about is the fact that I said I don't think it needs to be taught in school to children. I don't want it taught to my child. If that's something that you do and you do in your lifestyle, don't teach my child how to do it. Let me have my own opinion and let me parent the way I need to parent to make my child the best child that I feel that she can be. It doesn't have to do anything with, I'm not going to teach her to hate. I'm not going to teach her to kill. I'm not going to teach her to get up and go out and speak ugly and be ugly and all this to anybody. It's just the fact that she is going to be pro-family, man, woman, child, period. And it's funny because it's the same thing with races. They have that same mentality or that same type of psychological warfare that they're trying to put against you. That if you are pro-black because you love black, because you love your heritage, where you come from, your culture, because you love your dark skin, you're proud of the body that you're in, you're proud of your big nose, your lips, your hair. How does that equate to I hate white people? Do you see what I'm saying? It amazes me that because I'm pro anything, it affects you. How does that happen? It's a lot of mental illness going on in America, and it's because we have been such hypocrites for so long, and maybe hypocrisy is learned behavior. I don't know. Maybe it's just the law of the land. But my thing is, you're not going to make me feel bad and guilty about how I feel because you want me to feel the way that you feel. Because what happens is then my rights are infringed upon. And see, and that's the problem. If everybody can have equal rights and justice, then I don't know. Because you're not going to make me change how I feel to suit something that you feel because you're good with it, you're happy with it, it makes you feel comfortable. But then, like I say, I'm going to be unhappy. So, I mean, this is a thing where if somebody's just going to have to be unhappy, I would rather that be you. It's not going to be me. So, we have a real bad problem in America with hypocrisy. Look around it. Look around it. Look around it. They'll say racism is bad. It's horrible. Oh, it's such an evil, wicked thing. Don't call people this word. Don't say this thing. And then as soon as they get angry, or as soon as they think that no one knows or no one sees, then, all of the evil, wicked, derogatory things come out and is laughed about, and it's okay. And, just throw them a little apology. It'll be okay. And so it never ends. Seriously, if this country wanted to end racism, white supremacy, and all that, it could have been done a long time ago. It's not done because it's beneficial to who they are as a foundation of a people and founding this country. So it'll never be done away with. It might not be spoke about for a few months, maybe a year or so. I doubt if it goes on that far in this day and age, but it's going to always come back because it's still taught. and it's still glorified and it's still viewed as okay by masses of people, but we as usually those who are targeted by it are the ones who want to and continue to live in la la land and just feel like, when you hear it, oh my God, they said nigger, and it's just a complete shock to you. And it's just like, why is that a shock? They say it all the time. They feel that way all the time. Why? You are the one that needs to change how you think about it and how you feel, because they're not going to stop. So, either you come to that realization, come to that reality, come to what you're going to do about it, how you're going to cope with it, how you're going to deal with it, then you're going to stay in this cognitive dissonance that is extremely harmful. But it's your right. That's what you want to do. But as I said, as far as this hypocrisy that everyone can't have equal rights and justice, then, you keep what rights you have, because like I said, I'm not going to change how I feel to suit you and make you happy. That's just the bottom line to it. That's just the way it is. And there's so much hypocrisy here in America. So much hypocrisy. One thing is good and okay for one group of people. The other group of people is not good for you. Matter of fact, you can't have it at all. Yeah, but that's liberty and freedom. Yeah. We better start learning how to deal with reality. How to deal with what you see. Your eyes are not lying to you. Your eyes, your ears, and what comes into your spirit after things are done and said is not a lie to you. But they convince you that it's a lie because, you shouldn't feel that way. You shouldn't feel that. It used to be a time when people used to say, well, you can't tell someone how to feel. And, feelings aren't bad. And how could your feelings be wrong? And now all of a sudden we're in a time where even what you feel is wrong. Even what you feel is bad. You shouldn't feel that way. You can't feel that way. Yes, I can. I can see with my eyes. I can hear with my ears. And I can perceive with my mind. And I can reason. I can put things together. And it is what it is. And that's really the problem. They have taken you from actual, literal, reasonable, logical thinking to just believe in straight outright lies and myths and hypocrisies and everything else. And that's how they continue. If we would stop pushing their hypocrisy and their lies, then maybe things could get a little bit better. Things can change. You can begin to rebel against what they are giving you and telling you. You can rebel without violence against that stuff. It would benefit you and your children, your family. It really would. Stand on what you mean. Say what you mean. There's no underlying tones to it. It just is what it is, and that's just the bottom line to it. That's the way I am. That's the way I think. That's the way I feel. And I've always been that way. And I the only problems I've had with it is with those who oppose me. And they have a right to their opinion too. But you're not going to make me change mine for yours. So thank y'all for listening. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.